Throughout the past couple years, maturing more and more, I have come to understand thousands of things in life that I just could not grasp as a child. Things like why the sky is blue, or how hurricanes are made. Growing up has offered so many new opportunities to learn, to grow, and, most importantly, to be curious. Curiosity may be the most important characteristic we share as a species. It makes us want to branch out, explore new topics, expand our comfort zone, and become more intelligent in the process. However, as you may notice, growing up can be a very painful experience. People sometimes refer to this as waking up or going out into the real world. We are burdened with new concepts that we can't even begin to manage, such as politics, work, money, and even our own inevitable passing away. It's cruel. So cruel, in fact, you'll see so many people talking about how they wish they weren't an adult, how they want to be a kid again, how they wish they were never born. It's almost like growing up is death itself, and we mosey our way on until our demise many decades later. In such a fast-paced, always go, no stop society, we don't ever find time to sit down, breathe, and pay attention to what is right in front of our noses. I'm 20 years old now, and the past couple of years has been discomforting, to say the least. I have noticed this change in my behavior. I'm no longer happy just for the hell of it. I needed some tangible thing to chase to get my fix. I needed to work just so that I could get out of bed at a reasonable time. I kept looking for some solution, something to take that feeling away and allow me to ground myself, to be content with everything. Last summer, after finally getting a hold of it and reading books by Buddhist monks, Chopra, or even listening to the voice of Alan Watts, I'd finally came upon what I've desperately needed all along. The Buddha and his teachings, or sutras, had come to me at my most vulnerable point in life. I needed something to pull me out of my hole I had dug and embrace life once more. Reading more into his words, studying Buddhism as a whole, and practicing meditation every day has completely altered my outlook on life. I wanted to take things further, though, and understand the Buddhist way of the good life. The good life is a concept that has been theorized by many philosophers from many backgrounds, from ancient to modern, Cicero and Marcus Aurelius to Alan Watts. The good life is a theoretical life abundant with peace, happiness, and meaning. In A Buddhist Vision, written by Paul Jeffrey Hopkins and Yongbuk Yi, the good life is described as one in which the individual feels an interconnectedness with everything in the universe, from the grass touching their feet to the trees miles away and birds above. As the chapter states, no one in the world exists independently or apart from one's environment. The entire universe is interdependent. We all exist supportive of and as one another. The Dalai Lama also states in this passage that only our human mind is responsible for human flourishing, nowhere else. In other words, what we think, say, and do is what determines our spiritual and mental growth, not anything tangible or external. Furthermore, Suffering is a commonality in life and can only be avoided through understanding that life itself is unstable, has no protector, possesses nothing, and is incomplete. This sounds terrifying, but embracing life through this lens as an opportunity for one to spiritually awaken with their environment is eye-opening. The Buddha envisions the good life as one in which you turn your back on cravings and desires, as these worldly cravings never ever give us any satisfaction. I find this particular chapter very compelling, feeling that it almost spoke to me personally. Why are you digging outside of yourself instead of looking within? It is not what you don't have that makes you unhappy, but what you do have. This was a eureka for me. I realized my problem was not what I was unable to possess beyond myself, but rather what I was unable to see within myself. I am a human being, created from the cosmos intricately falling into place, and will continue to exist as a part of the cosmos with my brothers and sisters. Thus, I began a daily practice to keep my intellect sharp, to keep my emotions and judgments calm, and to reawaken my childlike spirit. That practice is meditation. When I first started meditation last summer, I figured it would be fairly easy. Okay, sit still for 5 minutes and don't think, that's fine. Little did I know then, but upon sitting down my first time, after 20 seconds, I could barely keep my eyes closed and my hands were darting around the floor. However, I pushed on, and the struggle of pushing on itself is a gratifying thing. At the same time, I read more. I began studying the Buddhist Heart Sutras and breathing practices with meditation. This, I found, was the most beneficial for me and is the system that I use to this day. My meditation sessions are still very easy to pick up, 5 minutes after waking and 5 minutes right before bed. I either sit on a soft cushion or on a chair. Sometimes I like to sit next to my fig plants, as the Buddha had meditated under a fig tree during one of his sessions. I try to keep my back completely straight, and the palms of my hands open while resting gently on my thighs. When the timer begins, I close my eyes and repeat a few of the Buddhist Heart Sutras. Breathing in and out, I calm my body. Breathing in and out, I am aware of the impermanence of life. Breathing in and out, I am filled with joy. Breathing in and out, I let go of all desires. Breathing in and out, I am filled with happiness. And finally, one mantra that I had made myself, breathing in and out, I am free. These mantras not only help me stay focused on keeping my head clear, but have also directly impacted my state of mind over time. I've become much more patient, much happier, and much more confident with these mantras. It has been almost a full year, and my health on all aspects has benefited greatly from meditation and the words of the Buddha. My anxiety is almost completely gone. I have rekindled my childlike wonder. I can be happy without any desire to hold on to that happiness. I can be at peace with my emotions, even when I am upset. I understand that I am responsible for how I let things impact me. I have even gotten better focus as well as sleep. While there are piles of evidence to prove the benefits of meditation, it goes without saying that it is something to at least be experimented on by everyone. No one will ever come out of it regretting it. I was skeptical of meditation at first, thinking it was only some pseudo-therapy for hipster weirdos, but clearly I was wrong with that statement. Even if Buddhism is not your cup of tea, I still think there is a lot to learn from Siddhartha's teachings on slowing down and sitting still. We've boxed ourselves in a world where there is no real time to smell the flowers or find fascinations within smaller questions, but the Buddha teaches that the experience of everything is ultimately liberating. We need meditation and the practice of stillness now more than ever, when people are so caught up in keeping up with the latest fashion trends, news, internet points, and pay raises. We need to return to our roots, find happiness within ourselves, and remember the one simple thing. I am one with everything, and everything is one with me.